so right now we're heading to Gardens by the Bay. We're just taking this escalator up. So I've been to Gardens by the Bay before, but I never actually went from the Marina Bay Sands across. But Noel's saying this is a way where you come to the top of Marina Bay Sands and then you just pretty much cross the street to Gardens by the Bay. So pretty cool over here again, Marina Bay Sands, the hotel, Singapore Flyer in the distance, shopping mall on the bottom. Alright, so we just got into the hotel part of Marina Bay Sands. So all these are the hotel rooms and it goes all the way up. And right now all we have to do is get out through this door and it'll be Gardens by the Bay, which is the, I guess you could call it the man-made gardens. Really nice, featured in a lot of movies. So it's on that side. A better view of the hotel. And all the way up there is the infinity pool as well as the Sky Garden. So from the Marina Bay Sands, we just crossed over to Gardens by the Bay. So my friend Noel is telling me that at night, these, what do you call them, super trees?
Super tree.
These super trees light up and there's like a little light show. And in the distance, you can see these two indoor domes. So it's kind of like a, I guess you can call it like an indoor rainforest. But you do have to pay a price to get inside, and it's 50 bucks.
For 2 persons?
Per person.
Yeah, yes, about the price.
Maybe about 50. So it's pretty pricey to get inside. But if you just want to tour around for free, you know, it's open to the public. You can just, you know, take photos and stuff from up here. So right now we are walking on this bridge towards those artificial trees, the super trees. So besides the super trees, there are many other, I guess you could say, species of plants here. But remember when this area was first built up, I was pretty impressed with how many different species of plants they were able to bring here. And I never knew, but down here you have a little fountain view as well. I'm not sure, do boats get down there or? No? Okay, so it's just for show. Little lake. Still walking on the bridge, heading closer towards the super trees. So many years ago, I think it was like $5 to get up there. Is that the case now, Noel?
No, I'm not too sure about the price, but...
Okay. But I do know you have to pay a price if you want to get up there. Okay, so here's the map of Gardens by the Bay, and right now we're over here. So I believe this whole place is pretty big, so they split it up to a few different sections. So depending on where you want to head to. Alright, so like I was saying earlier, this Gardens by the Bay area is pretty big, so it's separated to different segments. So this first segment is called Chinese Garden. So I guess you have a lot of stuff like the bamboos, some rocks that look, you know, like very Chinese style. And then let's see, yeah, right here it says Chinese Garden here. So I think this whole thing is pretty much like a big loop. And then right from the Chinese Garden, we're entering the Indian Garden now. So again, different plants and statues. You have a lot of elephants here. Alright, so in the photo back there, the two domes. So there's the flower dome, and what's the other one called? Cloud Forest. So basically these two enclosed areas, you are able to see some species, some pretty rare species of plants. But unfortunately we're not going to be going inside just because of that charge. But we should be able to see a little sneak peek hopefully from outside through the glass. So right now we are right outside the dome, and it's kind of like a walking slash running trail. And if you look inside, you can see like a little waterfall going on. But again, since we're not going inside, oh, I forgot to mention, so inside is kind of like a, I guess you can say, a greenhouse. There is AC inside, so it's much cooler. But yeah, it's pretty cool that they have the whole waterfall. It's like a mini rainforest in itself inside the dome. Alright, so over here seems like we have a little cactus display. Alright, so right now over here we are at the Big Fish Aquarium. So they have some large fishes here. Alright, and we're walking towards super trees. So there are a few of them. Do you know how many?
I'm not too sure. Maybe 10?
Maybe 10 of them. So not 100% sure, but I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. I don't know. There might be more. 6. Alright, and we're here at the Super Tree Grove. So earlier on the other side we have a few super trees, but over here you can actually pay to go up, and I believe each super tree is connected to the other by a bridge up there. Alright, so we just sat down. It's pretty tiring walking around. I guess when I used to stay here, all these are the really touristy spots that a lot of locals in Singapore don't really check out. But as a tourist, I feel kind of obliged. I have to check it out. So as you can see, there are much more super trees than we thought. So I counted 6 earlier, but just here alone I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think 2 on the other side, so right around 10. And I think the first light show is going to be at 7:45 p.m. so we have about right around 40-30 minutes before it happens. It's a free light show every night, I think. And then there's another light show that's going on at Marina Bay Sands. So that one starts at 8 p.m. and it goes on at the top of every hour for 15 minutes. So I do want to catch this light show here as well as over there. So let's catch the first light show here, and then we'll probably make our way back to Marina Bay Sands. Alright, so over here there's a lot of people. They're queuing up to get up. So like I said, you can pay a fee and just walk around the bridge. I believe it connects a few different super trees together. So you know, right now as the sun starts to set, there's some lights, but in a moment there's going to be a light show going on. Alright, so while waiting for the light show, we're over here at McDonald's trying to grab a drink. And it's crazy because even in McDonald's you have to queue. So I guess in Singapore you pretty much have to queue up for everything. And that's an interesting flavor of ice cream. So there's pandan, which is pretty much I guess you can say a leaf flavor. And I remember back in the day, like 10-15 years ago, I think it used to be way cheaper at like 25 cents or 50 cents. Just showing how much the cost of living in Singapore has increased over the years. Alright, so just got 2 large teas. So over here, usually my go-to at McDonald's is the sweet tea, but they do not have it here. So they have the lemon, what do you call it?
Lemon tea.
So it's a lemon tea. And I was pretty surprised. I guess the prices, I guess the cost of living in general in Singapore has just increased over the years. I remember when ice cream used to be like 25 cents a cone, now it's like $1.60. And then like, I think the girl in front of me was ordering like 2 chicken salads. And I was shocked to see that it was over $30 for 2 salads from McDonald's. That's pretty insane. Alright, so it's getting darker now and the lights are up. So the light show hasn't started yet, but it looks pretty beautiful with it lighted up. Alright, so right now the light show is about to start. Everyone's just gathered around sitting down. So we are right smack in the middle where all the super trees are located. And I guess whenever the light show starts, I'll just take out the camera and film again for you guys. Alright, so just done with the light show. It was pretty amazing with the music as well as the light performance. So right now what we're gonna do is head back towards the Marina Bay Sands right there. And basically there's another free light show that's going on. I think the next one, well, it's at 8 p.m. and this light show just ended at 8, so we're gonna catch the next show, which is at 9 o'clock. So we have a ride around an hour. What we're gonna do is just head back in the direction and then maybe get something to eat and wait for the light show at Marina Bay Sands.